I killed them all. Be happy.
I just see this man.
I'm happy with this new candy
Oh, oh yeah, almost forgot. Yeah, the boss that he snapped the neck so easily and just tossed him to the side, he had 200 HP.
Oh my goodness. I just.
You're seriously going to give him a power high at this rate?
I like this new candy.
I just look at
Or
Jeff in the
shit
distance.
me.
Just probably there's probably fire around him still, and just him laughing.
No, there's just some singeing little embers here and there, everywhere, you know.
A lot of bodies and body parts.
And Jeff's character right now is probably just whistling calmly.
And
While
at this point,
Over the rainbow.
like the pirate.
I'm going high.
And he's
At this point,
fucking off out of
I'm not sure if you can go that high.
At this point,
He's
How high is the atmosphere?
oh my goodness.
very. Well, anyways, let's see if this wee fuck knows anything important.
Anyway, the kobolds just kind of shakes uncontrollably, and he takes out. He starts throwing stuff in front of you.
What such things?
Like, he starts throwing paper, he starts throwing books, maps, a lot of different kinds of stuff.
Did your boss have any location where he stored any such treasures?
And he even hands you he even takes off his little pouch of gold and hands it to you.
I'm gonna witness this.
Do you know if your boss had somewhere where he stored certain things that he found valuable to himself?
Cough, I'm looting.
Hey, I'm getting you more loot, for fuck's sake.
Anyway, the kobold says yes, boss, he has place where he has rest of us, and there's much more gold and everything. Boss made deal with powerful wizard.
I raise my eyebrows.
I'm guessing Rosewood probably wants to say something if she's raising her eyebrows.
Guys, what do you think Granok is gonna do when he finds out?
He's gonna flip his shit.
Especially when I show him the footage too.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a war between Chosens.
Yes, this will be an epic battle for Virginia as I raise my eyebrows.
Yeah, I'll be prepared to buy some popcorn before the battle.
And I'm gonna be like, "What? Do you have any info about this wizard you so speak of?"
And he says yes. I think he went by the name of Oliver.
We know that. We know that name well. Information about him now. All of it.
And he says yes. As long as you promise not to kill me or get him anywhere near me.
I kill him later.
I say he won't kill you as long as we don't say the word. So.
And the kobold says, could I possibly maybe just take some standard supplies of y'all so I can at least be able to live out on the wilderness and stuff?
Depends on how good the information is.
And he's like, okay. I heard not too long ago that this orc army under Oliver has just started marching not too long ago towards the town that y'all just came from. And also I've heard rumors that the Castle Perilous has a lot of undead being risen there from many eons ago. There was an super old burial chamber underneath there, and they're all being risen back to life.
Oh boy.
Well, says of RP, did he say many, like where other kobolds were? I didn't actually hear you.
He said that there are many there's actually a kobold lair not too far from here, and it's actually located somewhere. Y'all are actually like right here on the map, and where it's located is somewhere in a. They actually have a camp somewhere located in the forest, and the reason why they have encamped there is because they actually found they found a priest, actually a priestess of they actually found a priestess of Chante, and she has been much use to them, and they've been using her to pretty much giving them unlimited food.
So tell me, how many of your brothers are in this camp?
And he kind of stutters and says only if you promise me right now I'll be alive and get the food.
Promise.
And he says okay, and he says okay, and then he says, well, there's about, I would say, well, you killed a large portion of us here, but there's still a good bit of us left. I would say about maybe around 53.
Wait, that's out of our people. 53, and we only killed like fucking 20 something.
And he says, he said that 50 of them are primarily really weak fighters, and they are very
Women,
Hey,
children,
hey,
things that
hey,
Anakin would slaughter.
Hey, man.
Oh,
Missed a lot.
Yeah.
Here's
I'm gonna tell me mark on our map where this camp is.
He said it's in a forest nearby y'all, which is like right there, right near Telio City.
Just one question: do they hear the screams of their people dying?
Probably not.
And he says to there is 53 of them. Only 3 of them you really have to worry about. The other 50 are very fresh, very new warriors that are not really warriors yet. So in a sense, they're all level 1s or 0s.
Hard to kill.
Is that all the information you can tell us?
And he says, well, Telio City will soon be sieged and destroyed once the wizard has destroyed the town.
Come with me. Can I grab the kobold by like the scruff of his?
Well, the pup is still kind of holding on to its shoulder.
Don't be there. I'd say, are you sure that's all the information?
You what?
I say, are you sure that's all the information you can give us?
He says, well, I heard something about I'm not sure if it's true. I've heard if it's true or not, but I heard that this dark wizard, after my boss went up to see him, the boss said that just we heard it over the campfire or whatever, but we heard that the wizard executed 12 people that he had in a room with him.
Who are these people?
He said I'm not sure. He said that 5 were humans. The other 5 were all different kinds of species, but there was 2 of them. One was a gnome, and the other was a dark elf like you.
I think at this point my eyes would widen, and I grab him. I grab him like.
There are now 3 things grabbing him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm like, what is that drow's name? Tell me the name.
Okay.
Where are the other drugs going?
Was what was your brother's name again?
You know, it was a lock bolt or something like that. It was a lock.
Yeah. He pretty much says your brother's name,
Oh gosh.
and he says the name of the gnome wizard that was in y'all's party.
Which was the best drink?
Yeah.
Wait, how the fuck would it? I thought Drink came with us because he was meant to be guarding Akabran's room.
He. Well, yeah, but I mean.
But he did wander off.
Ah,
And the Crusader, what? Not the Crusader. What the hell am I talking about?
Cleric.
The cleric stayed back, as well.
Yeah, and there was a lot of other people he says that you probably never heard of.
At that point.
And the kobold says and all I know is that boss said that the wizard was gonna combine all their bodies into some kind of mutated creature.
Oh,
Rom, where'd you
isn't
go?
that lovely?
Rom,
And
you
my
just go.
dad just turned off the router. So I have to go.
Wait, you're going.
So I'm
Rom?
just going to say this now since we...
do that what you were going to do first.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm about to say. Because I've got to go, so I'm just gonna...
I can
Right,
do
the
I can do this
ball.
action if you want. I know what to do with it.
No. We've already got all the info, so I'm beheading the fucking kobold
No,
right
what? You're gonna behead? No, we should let him know of our tales.
Oh, kill him.
No, I vote.
now. Kill
that...
him.
Why?
Kill him.
I vote we don't kill him.
He gave us all the information, and everybody should know that we are a threat. So we should.
It's 3 against 2 here, so kill him.
I think I think we should just let him go and have his.
Are we counting Pepper's vote?
Yes.
No.
So
She-
why I
she
want
was the
Elite, I want to know why you want to spare him.
I want to spare him so that way he can go along, and most likely what he's gonna do is say what happens. So he's gonna spread that rumor around like a wildfire, and everyone's gonna know about us and how dangerous we are. After he just witnessed, after he just witnessed what.
Oh,
Jeff
stop
just
being
did-
so high and mighty.
And Elite, what was your reason?
Because he gave us all the information we wanted, and he could also spread the rumor about us and everything.
Okay.
It's more effective to keep him alive than kill him.
You do
Okay.
realize if he spreads that shit, then we could have entire forces that are also joined forces with the wizard coming after.
Well, I don't think so. I think we'll be good with Jeff along. He'll just tank through everything.
Well, you can tell him what to say actually.
That's
if you're-
true.
Yes, there's one guy slaughtered everyone. That also gets a bigger target painted on us by the fucking wizard.
I guess I would go up to the Colbert because I want to convince him that how dangerous we are.
You can actually just tell him that your whole party just got killed, including the boss, and tell him not to say any more than that.
I go up to him and I'm like, you see, I just point my finger in the direction where Jeff is. I'm like, do you see that man over there?
And he's like, yes.
He just slaughtered all of your other buddies right over there. He slaughtered all of them, single-handedly,
To
without
see?
our help. Do you understand how dangerous we are? It's not just him, it's us too. Believe it or not, we could do those types of things as well. I would like to tell you that tell everybody you know, let all your buddies know, wherever they are,
guys.
not to mess with us, ever.
And as you're saying that, you immediately see him leap over onto his own dagger.
He just kills himself?
Yeah, he just killed himself.
I'm like, well, okay then. Never mind.
Because he was like, I think I want a quick death.
Well,
Yeah.
Beetle, wait,
Can I cut off the leader's head off?
Yeah, you can.
I cut off his head and strap it to the side of my hip.
Okay.
And what loot did I find? Meanwhile,
Um,
they are interrogating him. I was.
you did find a rather large leather bag that you could use to put the head in.
putting that. That's
Okay. And on the boss, you actually you found a speaking stone. And a speaking stone allows you to establish a two-way connection between any magical user in the gnome world and pretty much communicate with them. And there have been some theories that if it's a blackened speaking stone, you can actually speak to the gods with it, or even chaotic gods with it. And what you have is a blackened one.
I'm just calling up Both through and like, thanks, bruh.
And the speaking stone is pretty much the size of as kind of like a little small pebble almost. Well, not a pebble, but it's kind of like a very smooth rock that fits in the palm of your hand.
Can I call up Both and like, thank you, bruh.
What up, bro?
So you call out to Bog through and pretty much thank him, and he pretty much speaks to you, through you to the through the jewel, and he says you're welcome, buddy. Also you're my new chosen, and also yeah, your other goddess lady, she's dead now for good. And I just want to let you know, buddy, you are immortal. You cannot die. Well, actually, you can die, but let me just kind of sum it up for you. You die, but you're born again, and again, and again.
Thanks. No.
So is he basically just becoming a zealot barbarian? Like Path of the Zealot Barbarian that just lets you come back.
So if he dies, he's actually born again in someone else's womb.
Oh god.
Ew.
Well,
Looking at you, Dark Elf. No.
what? What is that supposed to mean?
He just looks over at. He's just looking over
Oh
at
gosh,
you.
no! Please let that not happen ever.
You don't know what he's saying. You don't know what he's saying. He's just talking telepathically.
If I understand, if I ever hear this, I am like, if I ever have a kid in the game, I'm just gonna stab the child immediately.
Like when it's born, it's like
This is an abomination.
Stab.
Gosh.
Anyway, also, Bog Through says, I can't talk to you for party.
yeah, why not? Hello, friends. Are you guys okay?
At this point,
I hope I didn't scare you.
At this point, my character would turn around after that instant and would immediately back away slowly. That's all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna say a word. I'm already shaking.
Akabren just kind of hops over to you, kind of gleefully, and he hands you a bag of gold, and he just kind of pats you on your leg because he can't really pat you on the back, and he's like, here's the gold, my friend, and I hope we have no other misgivings.
Just pat them on the head.
Okay, and he's like, anyway, I'm gonna go check on the wagon. And
How much gold did he give me?
He gave you 50.
Oh, fuck. Okay,
He did say he was gonna pay you a rather large sum once you helped him get to Baldur's Gate.
Fuck.
For all I know, that's probably my pay, and he just took that. For all I know. Because I was initially gonna be his guard for this trip. And I was gonna get, like, paid as well as, like, a discount or something for a store, and And now I guess after seeing this, I would most likely assume that all my pay would be going towards him.
So I will give you some if you want.
I am not going anywhere near you at this point. I don't want to trust this incident at all, especially with the looks
See,
you're
you're
giving me.
Anyway,
You're
Fergie.
scared of me, so I'm like going to you and be like,
Anyway, Fergie is like, yeah, I'm gonna take a little nap. And he hops on the cart.
just walk to you and like,
And so does our Ire.
trust me, I'm your friend.
I'm just looking up and down at your armor currently that's changed, and just like shaking my head no.
What?
The,
You see, I did it for the party.
Well, you could
you did
just.
it. You did it.
Well, I'm sure you could trust him a little bit because you kind of save him from fire.
I say, you did it for yourself, not for the party.
If I did it for myself, I would leave.
You did it for yourself, though. No one told you to charge in there. No one said a word. I was the only one helping you.
I helped you back. If no one else did this, who else would kill all of those?
Well, we were gonna all defeat them together as a party.
How many would be wounded, hurt, maybe
Nobody.
dead?
I think we're skilled enough not to get that hurt so easily. I see you time and time again just charge in there, all by yourself.
Why do you think I'm doing it? For?
Because you're doing it for yourself. I could tell. What else would you be charging in there? For money? For
my
the party?
pop.
I don't think so.
I'm not.
Well, DM is just saying you could offer her the halberd and tell her to kill you if he's untrustworthy.
Okay, fuck it. Get the halberd out there and like, if I'm so evil and so self-caring, take the halberd and strike me down with your hatred.
Alright, I take it. I'm like,
Fuck.
in a ready pose, and I immediately drop it on the ground, and it's like, this is not the way.
There's no other way.
You don't get that reference, but
And as you do drop it, it just makes like almost like a small little baby crater on the ground.
gosh, that damn thing must have been heavy. But the whole time I'm like, this is not the way I wanted any of this to go. None of this.
But that's what's cool. Even though it pretty much is like almost like Thor's hammer, only he can hold it. If he gives it to someone, they can actually lift it, but only for that one moment.
I say as much as I would like to strike you down as you stand, I will not do that. You've lost all of my trust I have in you, but I will not strike you down because of that trust. I see you differently than you were before. I don't see you as some kind of paladin who generally cares for others. I see you as something much different. What were you doing?
He's just walking back over there.
Okay.
Just got my halberd and see I'm not that welcome here. Just go in the ruins and just down because I can't fucking sleep or anything. So I just
Oh, you just go in there.
Well, you can just go lay down on the wagon train he has.
I think at this point nobody wants him on there temporarily for now. After what just
so I'm
happened.
just going in there.
Anyway, Akerbrand, before you kind of walk over to the ruins, you are about here. Akerbrand kind of looks at y'all both and he goes, "Well, Wagon-Train's ready to move again. Yeah, I do have a spot for you, my friend, where you can sit all the way in the front and you're not having to disturb anyone. Yeah.
I think I will walk.
I say, yeah, let him sit up in the front. All he wants. I'd rather stick in the back with everybody else.
And he kind of looks at you and he says, "Is something wrong?"
I
I
say,
think I will walk.
you're going to
and he
walk? I don't.
Akabrin sees like the miniature crater of the halberd in the ground in front of you, Rosewood, and he's like, "Hey, what happened?"
I say, oh,
Not that
well,
accepted in the group, so...
I simply say, he just
He's like, "Whew, that thing seems like it must have a lot of weight."
definitely was.
You want to hold it?
And do you actually offer to hand it to Akabrin?
Yes.
He's like, "Yeah, I guess so, sure." And he kind of grabs it and he kind of picks it up with ease, actually, and he's kind of holding it. He's like, "Wow, I wasn't expecting it to be this light." And he accidentally lets go of it by mistake, and it drops in front of him, and with like instant, it just goes whoosh into the ground and leaving another crater. And he kind of goes squawk, and he goes, "Whoa, this is some serious magic."
I've only seen this power once before, out of character. Sorry.
And the Akabrin's like, "Oh, that thing has some weight to it. If you let go of that thing."
Just one question, DM. If I walk, do I get any disadvantages?
If you what?
You're walking.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're gonna walk. Yeah, I think it's best to walk outside of the wagon area while Alva signs.
You do pick up your halberd, right?
Yeah, I'll pick it up. I use the force.
Okay, you kind of call towards the halberd and it comes towards you, and you catch
Okay.
it.
I can like force throw it.
You can't throw it, but like you did before, because that required Bogthrough's influence. But you can actually call upon it if you need to.
Okay, that's a good thing, I hope. I know it's a good thing.
So yeah, if you get thrown in jail, you can easily just sit in your jail cell and go, "I'm just gonna call upon my halberd now," and grab your halberd. It goes straight through the walls and everything, and you just catch it, and you're like, time to make my escape.
Or like in the new Thor movie, where he holds his brother and he calls upon the.
Oh
hammer,
yeah, I've seen
when
that.
he
That
holds
was
it.
funny. That was funny.
I'm doing it with halberd.
Yeah. But you can't throw it. That's the thing.
I can't throw it any longer.
Yeah, you can't throw it. You can throw it, but you can't like throw it.
Okay.
Throw.
Like